अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ईमान, am I
Uh,
audible बेटे?
yes, sir.
ओके। uh, so you send me the homework that you practiced?
Sir, I cannot send it
Okay,
because
okay. So now we are going to do practice of coordinate geometry. uh, the very first question is regarding uh, midpoints. So we now first of all be solving this question. Here, if you see, P is the point that is -2 and 1, Q is the point that is 6 and 13, M is the midpoint of PQ. So, how can you find out the midpoint? So, formula for the midpoint is XM is equal to X1 plus X2 divided by 2, and YM is equal to Y1 plus Y2 divided by 2. So, let's find out the midpoints, the coordinates of M. So I'm taking this as x1, y1, this as x2, and y2. So let's solve it. So xm is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and x1 is -2, x2 is 6 divided by 2. So answer is going to be 4 over 2, that is 2. And ym is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So y1 is 1 plus y2 is 13 divided by 2. So it's 14 by 2. That is equal to 7. So this is the midpoint of PQ line, and this is the formula for the midpoint, right? So we have solved it. XM's value is 2 and YM's value is 7. Clear? Okay, you can give me thumbs up if you can't speak, you can give me thumbs up.
no, sir, I can speak. I'm clear.
All right. The question number 2 is find the gradient of the line PQ. So now this is a question we have to do. We have to find a gradient that is equal to M equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2, what is y2 in this case? Here y2 is 13 minus 1 divided by x2 is 6 and x1 is -2. So let's solve it. 13 minus 1 is 12 and 6 plus 2 is 8. So 12 over 8. If we simplify it becomes 3 over 4. So gradient or slope of the line is 3 divided by 4. Got it?
Yes,
Now
sir.
the next question is write down the gradient of the line that is perpendicular to line PQ. So we have learned this formula that if there are two lines and the one line is perpendicular to another line, right? So I'm going to revise again the formula for parallel case as well as for perpendicular case. So for parallel, slope of line 1 is equal to slope of line 2, right? So here I'm going to write m1 is equal to m2. But in case of perpendicular line, gradient is equal to m1 multiplied by m2 equals to -1. This is the formula. So m2 will be equal to negative reciprocal of m1. ठीक है जी, यानी m2 will be equal to -1 over m1. सो अब जरा देखते हैं, लेट्स डू द क्वेश्चन। m1 हमारे पास क्या था, इन दिस केस इट वाज 3/4 multiplied by m2 equals to -1. So 4 will be multiplied and 3 will be divided. So m2 will be equal to 4/3। ये परपेंडिकुलर लाइन की आपके पास स्लोप आ जाती है। क्लियर जीनिया, इज दिस क्लियर बेटे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now moving towards the question number two. So this is the question number two. So let's solve this question now. D is the point, that is 4 and 6, and E is this point. The length of D is 20 square root. So you have to form an equation in E and solve it. So can you tell me how can we solve this question? Yes, बच्चों। Zenia,
G, sir.
how can we solve this question?
I don't know, sir. This is like one of the few I didn't do.
Okay, so what is the distance formula?
Sir, we have to find the gradient
Sorry?
between the two. We have to find the gradient between the 2 points.
Okay. Iman, what is distance formula, beta?
Speed over time.
No idea?
Distance equals
Distance
speed over
formula
time.
means the formula for finding out the distance between 2 points.
I don't know that one, sir.
You don't remember it. Okay. So I'm going to write it here. Basically, this length DE or the distance between point D and E is given, right? So if you remember, I have given you this formula. What was that? In order to find out the distance between 2 points, that was x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, and taking its square root. Okay. So we can find out using this formula. Now, अब आपको याद आ गया कि कौन सा फॉर्मूला था? जीनिया, ईमान?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, now you have to find out. So here this is x1. I'm just taking it as x1, y1, taking it as x2 and y2. So let's solve it. So what is x1? So x1 is 4, x2 is e, and x1 is 4. So e minus 4 square equal plus y 2 minus y1. So y2 is e minus 6 square, right? So then taking its square root, and we have already known that d is equal to square root 20. Is this point clear? So now, for example, e minus 4, so a minus b square equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. This is the formula we have already learned. So using this identity, it would be e square plus 16 minus 8e. And same goes with this as well. This will be e square plus 36 minus 12e. And I'm having root on it. ठीक है जी? Now we are
Yes.
going to simplify it. So how can I remove this root from both sides? इधर भी root है और इधर भी है, तो कैसे इसको खत्म करेंगे?
Square.
So I will be taking square on both sides. ठीक है जी? Whenever there is root, you can remove it with the using square. So I'm going to take square on both sides. ठीक है जी? And if you have got square, so you remove it with the root. For example, I'm having square, so I remove it with taking root on it. So here is you are having root, so I took square on both sides. So this was cut. So I'm having 20 is equal to e square. Like अब देखें इसको e square plus e square, it becomes 2e square minus 8e minus 12e minus 20e and 16 plus 36. It becomes 52, right? Up take this on another side. Why? Because they ask you to make an equation, form an equation. Okay? Are you getting me? So this will be
Yes.
2e square minus 20e plus 52 minus 20 equals to 0. When we would be solving it further, 2e square minus 20e plus 32 equals to 0. So this is the equation that they have asked us to make. तो ये आपकी इक्वेशन बन गई है जी, ठीक है? Is this point clear जी?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm moving towards the हाँ, अच्छा, इसमें आप उसने सिर्फ इक्वेशन फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं कही आपसे, बल्कि now you can see here they ask you form an equation in E and solve it. This is the second part. They asked you to solve this equation. How can we solve? What type of equation is this? This is a quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. हमें पता है कि this is the form. Highest power is 2. So this is a quadratic equation. And we have learned the ways to solve quadratic equation. हम इसको कैसे करेंगे? By using quadratic formula. ठीक है जी, quadratic formula क्या है? X is equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Right? अच्छा, अब आपके पास you can have this question कि what is a, what is b and what is c. So we can see here that a is basically this thing, that is with square. B is the number with only x, and c is this number. So here you can see that a is equal to 2, a is equal to 2, b is equal to not plus 20, b is equal to minus 20, and c is equal to 32. So let's put it in the equation और जरा solve करते हैं. So when we be putting this in the equation, so minus b minus outside inside bracket और फिर b put करेंगे. What is b's value? B's value is minus 20 plus minus. Okay, now here b square. What does that mean? B square is minus 20 square, then minus 4. A is again 2 and c is 32, right? Divided by 2, and then a's value is again 2. So you will be solving it. So देखिए जरा, it will be plus 20, then it will be plus minus square root. 20 square is 400 minus 8 into 32. What is the answer of 8 into 32? Yes, please.
256.
So this is the answer. That will be 256 divided by 4. So 20 plus, so 400 minus 256 और उसका रूट लें जरा प्लीज.
140.
What? 1? 400
400
minus
minus 256
256.
is
Yes.
144. 144.
144. 144. What is the root? Take square root of 144. So this is
12.
basically 12. So plus minus 12 divided by 4. Now what are we going to solve? Basically now you have to solve it 20 plus 12 by 4, 1, and 20 minus 12 by 4, second one. So this will be 32. So 32 divided by 4, that becomes 8, and 18, oh sorry, 8 divided by 4, that is equal to 2. So we have got two values of E, that is one is 8 and other is 2, right?
Yes.
Acha. So now we have found values of E, but they are asking you that you have to solve to find the possible coordinates of E, right?
Yes.
So possible coordinates of E will be 8 and 2. And here you will be writing the answer in the form. There one is coordinate is 8 and other is 2. ठीक है? So E is 8 and 2. And there is another coordinate that can be also 2 and 8 as well. ठीक है? So when we will be putting it, so the coordinates will be 2 and 8 and 8 and 2. Why? Because we have found two values. So हमें पता है कि there can be x y as well and y x as well. Like इसको हम y भी ले सकते हैं, इसको x, and this can also be in the form of x, and 2 can be also y. Right? So this is your 5 marks question. Next question is f is the point that is minus 5 and minus f and 5f. The gradient of perpendicular bisector of df is 3 by 2. So find the value of f. ठीक है जी. So what is the value of d? D is 4 6. Here again इस क्वेश्चन को करते हैं. D is 4 6. Okay, and f is minus f and 5f. So gradient of the perpendicular bisector is already given, right? So we have already known that, for example, m1 multiplied by m2 equals to minus 1. ठीक है जी? We have known that m2 is given in this case, that is 3 by 2, because perpendicular bisector is m2. So this is second line. So 3 by 2 and m1 will be equal to minus 2 by 3. So the very first point we have found value of slope, gradient और m. So हमने सबसे पहले step 1 में we have found the value. ठीक है जी? So this is the value, that is m1 equal to minus 2 by 3. Now moving towards the step number 2. Step 1 we are done. Now moving towards the step number 2. अब स्टेप नंबर 2 में you have to find out, because gradient is already given and one coordinates are like 1 point coordinates are given and other are unknown. You have to find out this. So basically this thing is also given. So let's use the formula of the slope or gradient. So m1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here, for instance, if you are going to solve m1, so m1 is, we already know that is minus 2 by 3. What is y2? So I'm taking it x1, y1 and taking it as x2, y2. ठीक है? Okay. So y2 will be equal to 5f minus 6 divided by minus f minus 4. So this is the form. Now you have to find out the value of f. So this is algebraic expression. Let's solve it. So now minus 2 multiply by minus f minus 4 because we have cross multiplied it, and 3 multiply by 5f minus 6. Solving it, it will be plus 2f plus 8. This will be 15f minus 18. ठीक है जी. Let's solve it. तो हमारे पास 2f, we can take 15f minus 2f equals to 8 plus 18. So you'll be having answer 18 to 26 is equal to 13f. So f will be equal to 26 divided by 13, that is equal to 2, right? So now you have to
Yeah.
write the coordinates of f. So 1f is because f is 2, so 1f will be minus 2. Let me write it another color. This will be minus 2 and other coordinate will be 5f. So 5f means 5 2s are 10. So this is all. Minus 2 and 10 will be the coordinates. ठीक है जी? Understood?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Any questions? Okay. Alright जी. यहाँ पे here it is written that equation of the perpendicular bisector of df is this. Find the value of k. So basically you have to see perpendicular bisector's slope is 3 by 2. So M2 is 3 by 2. I hope it is visible. And the point through which this line is passing, we are not having that point. Okay. But for perpendicular bisector, do you remember from where the perpendicular bisector is passing?
From DF
परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर कहां से पास होता है बेटा?
line से.
जीनिया, from where the perpendicular bisector pass, d value is क्या था d की value? That was 4 6. D value is 4 6 and f value is minus 2 and 10. अच्छा हाँ जी जीनिया, बेटा फ्रॉम वेयर द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर पासेस, कहाँ से पास होता है? यहाँ पे तो देखो परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर का M2 हमारे पास गिवन है एंड वी हैव फाउंड द 2 पॉइंट्स, लेकिन हमें नहीं पता कि फ्रॉम विच पॉइंट द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर पासेस. कहाँ से पास होता है परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर? ईमान,
From the Y
this
intersection.
is a line and another line that is passing like I drew it. तो देखें it is passing from the central point, center से गुजर रहा है. What do we call this as? Midpoint. So your perpendicular bisector passes from the midpoint, right? So basically the very first thing you have to understand कि perpendicular bisector की equation निकालने के लिए you have to find out midpoints. So let's find out the midpoints. So step one, we have already learned it. Step one was find the midpoints. So midpoints are this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So let's solve it, G. So हमारे पास xm is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and ym is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So let's see what is x1. x1 is 4, x2 is minus 2. So I am putting the bracket and then minus 2. ठीक है? Same goes with y. So y1 is 6, y2 is 10 divided by 2. So this becomes 4 minus 2 divided by 2. So 2 by 2 is equal to 1. And this becomes 16 divided by 2, that is equal to 8. ठीक है जी. So हमारे पास we have got the midpoint value coordinates, that is 1 and 8. ठीक है. अब for finding out the equation of the line, what was the step number 2? I need the step number 2. We have already got the slope, so we just be writing. So m2 will be equal to, that is equal to, what is the value of m2? So m2 is equal to 3 by 2. ठीक है. Step 3 says, what is step 3? We will be putting this m2 in the formula, that is y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1. ठीक है जी. तो इस equation में you guys are going to put it. So let's put it y minus y1 will be ym in case of perpendicular bisector, and x1 will be xm in case of perpendicular bisector, and m will be m2. So y minus y1 is 8 equals to m is 3 by 2, and then x1 is 1. So let's solve it. So we are going to solve it. Y minus 8 equals to 3 over 2x minus 3 divided by 2. So y is equal to 3 by 2x minus 3 by 2 plus 8, right? So now we will be taking LCM because we have to solve this value as well. So here is 8, here is 1, multiply it with 8, multiply it with 8. So we have made denominator same. So 3 by 2x equals minus 3 plus 8, it's are 64 divided by 8. So solve it, तो आपके पास आता है 3 by 2x minus 61 over 8. Right, जी?
Yeah.
So now this is y is equal to 3x over 2 minus 61 over 8. So for making it in this form 2y, I will be multiplying the whole equation with 2. So let's multiply the whole equation with 2. So if I multiply it with 2, I'm going to multiply this with 2 as well and this with 2 as well. So this is going to be 2y equals to, this will be cut. So 3x, and then this will be 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. So it will be minus 61 over 4. So here we have converted this equation, जो initial equation थी उसको इसी form में convert कर ली है. Now we will be checking what will be the value of k. So 2y equals to 3x plus k. So from here you can see कि k की value क्या होगी. So k values will be minus 61 over 4. So k is equal to minus 61 over 4. Clear ji?
Yes.
Okay. So I hope you have understood the concept of this. अब देखें यहाँ पे for instance, uh, this is a question. The vertices of a triangle are this and this. So tell me AB is equal to C. So how would you know that AB is equal to C? सो ए बी के बीच का डिस्टेंस निकालेंगे, वही फॉर्मूला, दैट इज x2 माइनस x1 स्क्वेयर प्लस y2 माइनस y1 स्क्वेयर. ठीक है जी. सो अब इस केस में ए बी के केस में दिस इज गोइंग टू बी x1 y1, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी x2 y2. ठीक है. अब अगर फर्स्ट पुट इट इन द वैल्यूज पुट करेंगे, फिर सेकंड केस फॉर बी सी, अगेन यू विल बी यूजिंग द सेम फार्मूला, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट x2 माइनस x1 स्क्वायर प्लस y2 माइनस y1 स्क्वायर. जी बेटे, समझ आ रहा है जीनिया और ईमान?
जी सर.
Iman, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will be putting in this case, your x1, x2 are already given. So putting it -1, -7, taking square, then plus y2 is your 6, y1 is 0, so taking its square and then root on it. So this is -8 square, then plus 6 square, and then root. This is equal to 8 eights are 64. This will be plus 36 and root. So this is going to be 100 square root, that is equal to 10. ठीक है जी. Now let's do for BC. For BC case, this value is going to be x1 and 6 is going to be y1, and we are just supposing it, and this is x2 and this is y2. So let's solve it for the case of BC. ठीक है जी. x2 is basically -1 and x1 is minus and then again -1. Why? Because the formula minus and then x1. So x1 value is already -1. तो मैंने यहाँ पे दो ब्रैकेट्स लगा दी. Then y2 is your -4 minus, so y1 is 6. So I'm putting 6 in it, or bracket close square. ठीक है जी. So here when we are going to solve it, this is -1 plus 2 plus 1 and then their square. ठीक है. So this is going to be 0 and then this is -4 -6 square. Let's solve it. This is going to be 0 plus bracket -10 square and then its root. So we already know that root will be cut with square, or for instance, no, you have to take its square. So it is 100, then roots, and then root will be 10. So we have got the answer AB is equal to BC. ठीक है? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Zinia, is this clear, beta?
Yes, miss. Yes, sir.
Have you understood what I taught?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So